On a sanctuary sprawling nearly 90 acres with hundreds of animals, from horses to goats to chickens, Richard Kudo is hard at work and not just tending to the animals at his compound.
Animals are so incredibly helpless, and there are so few people protecting them. There really are. And I saw the need for an investigative organization to go underground and do things that no one else would do.
Taking CBS 12 News for a rare behind-the-scenes tour, Kudo shows us Arms Command Center. They uncover some of the biggest legal and illegal slaughterhouse and animal cruelty operations in South Florida.
I came from a household no different than anyone else's. You know, I'm your average American guy.
Saving animals wasn't always in Kudo's blood. Before founding ARM, he enjoyed a successful career as a South Beach real estate developer until a trip one night that changed his life. Kudo tells the story of a Miami neighborhood he says was full of illegal slaughterhouses and how he found a horse that made him realize his purpose in life. According to Kudo, Freedom's Flight is a descendant of one of the greatest thoroughbreds of all times, Secretariat.
These farms had thousands of animals on them, all there for slaughter, and this famous racehorse tied to a bloody palm tree, awaiting to be butchered alive. We rescued him that day, and now he's, you know, my child, my pet. He's in a pasture right behind me.
While Freedom's Flight may have been rescued, still there are countless others that need to be saved as the animal cruelty tips continue to come in. If they deem a tip credible, Kudo and his team launched drones for long-distance surveillance to see if there are any laws being broken. If that appears to be the case, he says investigators typically go in as customers and then make friends on the inside, gaining people's trust. All this as their hidden cameras capture their every move.
Our main goal there is to get them doing what they usually do. And it's exactly what we get.
And it's that trust that comes with another benefit. Kudo says they no longer need to break laws like trespassing, though he insists he'd go to jail if he had to. During their latest undercover investigation, Kudo says their cameras caught workers kicking and hitting the animals. He claims some animals were slaughtered while still conscious and without the use of a stun gun, this time allegedly at this Fellsmere farm.
Goats inhumanely dragged to slaughter while dogs terrorize and attack.
ARM turned over their investigation to the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff and state attorney decided not to file charges. The owner died, and the sheriff said despite what's shown in the video, they found no probable cause for any formal criminal charges.
If there's any appearance that this was not a thorough investigation, that's incorrect.
Kudo says he's heard that too many times before. He's adamant that many law enforcement agencies won't act on the case because they're completely new or they'd just rather not do the work.
When you know that a jury will convict that person off of your case and your footage, and law enforcement doesn't do the proper, right, and ethical thing and legal thing and uphold the law, then that's when the battle begins.
But that's not always the case. Last summer, ARM went undercover at this operation in Loxahatchee Groves. In this case, just 1 month after turning over their findings to authorities, deputies took 3 men into custody. All 3 later took plea deals and agreed never to own or slaughter an animal again.
We set very achievable goals, and our goals are just about always achieved. We will not stop until we get what we want.